Hello, YouTube. Today I'd like to talk about the mental aspect of what it's going to take to survive in a very stressful time. Some people call it the end of the world as we know it. Now, what does that mean? The end of the world could mean many things to different people. Recently, my husband got laid off from his job. To some people, that would devastate a family. But we are preppers, and we have been planning for things like that. Plus the added bonus that I still have my job. Will that be forever? I don't know. State of Illinois is running out of money, or it really has run out of money. There's no such thing as raises, even in teaching today. I don't make the big monies because my teaching really is about the heart. I could make a lot more money in the business world. I have made a lot more money in the business world, but I love to teach. That's where my heart is. And I love to teach what they call at-risk students. Those are our rebels. Those are the kids that are going to fight to the very last possibility, and people don't like that, but I look at it as they're independent thinkers, and I just got to go outside the box with them. So perhaps with my videos here on YouTube, it's maybe the same way. I always think outside the box because most of us that are preppers do not exactly fit what society thinks we're supposed to be. We think differently, don't we? We act differently. Our idea of having fun is a little bit different than the average person. We don't tend to do the cruises. We don't tend to, I don't know, just do what other people do. We have fun planting gardens, and we have fun prepping. We have fun with our weapons, you know. We take things very seriously, of course. But ready?
Ready?
Draw! No, it's supposed to be fast. We make fun, or we have fun out of things like that.
10 feet away from where I got them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you thought you were going to eat my chickens, didn't you? Well, you're not going to. Because Mrs. Volte showed me what can happen when animals like you get in a chicken coop. And we're just not going to let you hurt our chickens. So you're going away. Bye-bye. I like to think of life, our life, as a great big school. I do think of God as a teacher. I think of people as students. And everything that happens to us, good or bad, are lessons that we can learn from. I'm going to show you my gardens today and what's happened and how I've had the most unexpected things happen this year. And this is what happens if you ever leave the gate open in your garden. I came out here today and they're just all destroyed. Many of the cobs are ate. Well, something had a good old time, didn't it? I was growing this corn. This is that painted mountain corn. I was growing it for seed anyway, not really to eat. I was hoping to have enough seed in the event we ever needed it. Makes me have a new appreciation for farmers and what they have to go through. I still have another area of corn, and I think about 10 years would be good enough for sustainability, and that really is my purpose. But God, this is just heartbreaking to see this. They were standing so tall and proud just a few days ago. Well, it's a lesson. Whatever you do, don't forget to lock up your gate. planting seeds that were supposed to be one thing that turned into something else, having many items of one vegetable and hardly any of another, planting something and it's grown beautiful, and then the deer or what are those, rugrats, I don't know what they are, muskrats or woodchucks, so that's it, woodchucks get them, or you leave the garden gate open, your crop gets destroyed. Those darn squash bugs, many of us have had that problem this year. No water. It's funny, I was looking on the drought map and it says that our area is not in a drought. We've had exactly 2 days of rain this year. You can't count even on rainwater. We have 6 55-gallon drums and they're dry. So we've been using our well water. Thank goodness we have some. But some of our crops are making it, some of them aren't. I've tried to garden now for 3 years. What have I learned? What I have learned is that every night before I go to sleep, I say, thank you, God, for the farmers. Maybe you don't believe in God. That's okay, but this is my video, and I do. I have a new appreciation for people. I really appreciate Bobby on YouTube. My God, his gardens are gorgeous. I appreciate that Back to Eden. I plan to get my garden like that. It takes a few years to get it in a condition like that, but we will do it. But I've learned that, thank goodness, I started doing this 3 years ago. If I would have had to depend on our crop this year to survive, well, we might make it 5 or 6 months. That's true. I am getting enough, but we wouldn't be able to make it like into next spring and then regrow crops, and by the time those are ripe, be able to survive. Thank goodness I'm putting things away. Going from a city girl, and I like to make that joke, and I say it all the time, but it's really, really true. I had no idea that there's so much work into a garden. And in a SHTF situation, if something like an EMP would happen, and we go back to the 16, 17, even 1800s, trying to garden, oh Lordy, oh, it's not going to be easy. And I could see where the problems would come. So thank goodness. When you're feeling down, remember that there are people with much more experience right now on YouTube and in books, and you can go out and talk to people right now. Do that, because right now is the classroom time. Right now is the learning time. It's not always going to be like that. We went out to the range yesterday and shot my new AR-15 and had a lot of fun. And I got my friend on tape, but I didn't get me on tape.
You just put a bullet right through it.
I think he got the milk jug. We had a good time with that. There's a big learning curve. We're used to shooting our 9s, and we're getting pretty good with that, but this is a whole new, this is a rifle. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was just on my mind. I wanted to share it.